Hello everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Now in the previous day, I posted something on this YouTube channel and I said, Kaspa Crescendo, the moment we've been waiting for. I have been saying this for months. This upgrade will be the biggest catalyst of this bull run. On May 5th, 2025, the floodgates will open. Exchanges will list Kaspa simultaneously and developers will build on the fastest, most scalable proof of work network ever created. Now, why did I say this? I said this because I believe, and this is my opinion, I believe that most of the top tier 1 exchanges like Binance and Coinbase, I think they are waiting on this Kaspa hard fork to happen to 10 blocks per second. After this happens, there is no excuse because at the current prices, I think these exchanges have accumulated enough Kaspa for them to provide liquidity. Now, I also continued and said, this isn't just another update. This is Kaspa Unleashed. The moment where everything changes, the speed, the decentralization, and the technology, all coming together in perfect harmony like a crescendo in symphony. The world will soon understand what we've known all along. Kaspa is not just another blockchain, it is the future. Are you ready? Because once this wave starts, there is no stopping it. And let me tell you something. After this wave starts, there is no stopping it. Now I see a lot of people having some doubt, having some fear, like, is Kaspa really going to perform? I feel this in the community, and people are so heartbroken by the prices, and they cannot, I think the current prices have overshadowed the possibility of what Kaspa can really achieve. But the ones who really have conviction understand that these prices are just short term and the future is so much big. Now let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think is going to happen after 10 blocks per second crescendo hard fork to be coming out? That's why I said floodgates are going to open. Exchanges will be listing, projects will be built on Kaspa, and everything is going to go parabolic. And this is not financial advice, because I've seen a lot of people hate on me because of my price predictions and the prices that I always mention, because I think they are crazy. But this is just me having to share my opinion. Today, I'm not so much focused on the prices of Kaspa. I am focused on the core technology that is going to take Kaspa to major levels. Now, there's also something really interesting about the date of the crescendo hard fork, which is May 5th, 2025. Now, when you look at the date, it is May 5, which is the 5th month in the year. It is also going to be on the 5th, and it is also in the year 2025. I think this is something powerful. So this really triggered something. I know most of the people have their own beliefs, but I just find it interesting. Like, this crescendo hard fork comes and it's going to be going on mainnet on this date. I think this is going to be powerful. So I had to dig into some numerology about number 5. Like, what is so special about the number 5? I think if you have any ideas, just let me know in the comment section down below, because I believe there is something into it. Then I just have to study something about the numerology of number 5, and found some documents and some articles, and they said the numerology number 5 is a master of change, able to go with the flow and adapt itself to thrive in different environments and social situations. It is happiest when things feel fresh, high energy, and full of possibility. The moment an experience starts to feel too routine or predictable, the 5 will move on to something more captivating. The only thing this number is truly attached is to being unattached. So I just find it interesting. I know most of the people have their own beliefs, and this is just me sharing my opinion about this number 5 and the reason why it is May 5th, 2025. I think it's not something that is, it is something really massive. So let's forget about the numerology and let's get to something that is really interesting. Now, before we go ahead, don't forget to leave a like if you're enjoying the video, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the growth of this channel, and it also helps these videos to get shown to as much people as possible. Now, there's something that I wanted to share with you, something about Binance. Binance has a lot of capital that is not yet deployed in the markets. The waiting capital has reached a record level. Binance now holds 32.9 billion in stablecoins off the market and ready. This is not by chance. These funds will buy crypto from those who were not ready to wait. When they move, the market won't ask twice. Now this is really massive because we know that Kaspa is not yet listed on Binance. And when you look at the amount of capital that is into stablecoins waiting to buy crypto is really massive. 32.9 billion in stablecoins. Now I'm trying to relate this to the listing of Kaspa because I believe, as I said in the beginning of this video, I believe that Kaspa having 10 blocks per second after the mainnet activation on 5th of May 2025, I think it's going to give room for listings. Listings are going to happen simultaneously, like back-to-back listings. Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, everyone is going to want to list Kaspa. Because when you look at the listings that are being announced right now, they launched a community vote to list tokens and coins. But when you look at the votes and the coins that Binance is actually listing, they are listing some really useless cryptocurrencies. They are listing meme coins, animal tokens, and yet you have Kaspa that is a very, very powerful project sitting on the sidelines. I believe there's something special that is going to happen for Kaspa, and this is my opinion. This is going to happen. Sharing some insights, sharing some updates makes you do or make good decisions, but that does not mean that the one that is sharing the information is responsible for the portfolio. You have to really do your own research and just take these updates that I'm giving, go and dig much and go much deeper, and you're going to find some really valuable information and confidence also. Sometimes you don't need to change much. You just need conviction to hold one or two coins, even one coin, that is going to take you throughout this bull run. And I find Kaspa as one of the strongest projects out there currently. So let's move from a 32.9 billion in stablecoins off the market and ready to be deployed. We have something else that is really, really impressive. There is something called the global liquidity, the M2, which correlates with Bitcoin price. Now, if you want to understand the global liquidity, we have to really understand what is this global liquidity. The global liquidity is a term used to determine how much money is available in the global economy. It is a term used when referring to the M2 money supply. I believe you have seen this chart that shows the Bitcoin price and the M2 money supply and how they correlate. Now we're going to take a look at what is even currently causing the dip. I think it has to be directly tied to the global liquidity or the M2 money supply. Now the M2 money supply is a measure of the total amount of currency and near money in the country's economy. It includes cash, checking deposits, saving deposits, money market accounts, retail mutual funds, and time deposits of less than $100,000. Now, how is this global liquidity calculated? I think you have to look at the major central banks. What they do is they track the major central banks for global M2 or global money liquidity or global money supply. So among the central banks that are being tracked include the US Federal Reserve, the USA, we have China, People's Bank of China, you have the European Central Bank, you have the Bank of England, you have the Bank of Japan, you have the Bank of Canada, you have the Bank of Russia, you have the Reserve Bank of Australia. Now these are powerful central banks. Now if you get a picture of when you get the picture of the money supply from these major central banks, you can know exactly the price of most of the things, and that is why it directly correlates to the price of Bitcoin. Now what does this mean when it comes to the global liquidity or global M2 increasing? This has a greater meaning because it means that major central banks are making more money available in the global financial system. If the global liquidity is increasing, that means there is more money available in the circulation. Now, this is achieved through either lowering interest rates or implementing quantitative easing. In the previous video, I explained how Donald Trump wants lower rates that are going to go hand in hand with the tariffs that he is imposing. But the Federal Reserve is not even trying to, of course, they've changed their tone, but they're delaying the cuts. And Donald Trump needs those rate cuts. Now, this is also seen in the global liquidity because quantitative easing and lower interest rates go hand in hand with this global liquidity. When you lower interest rates and when quantitative easing happens, you're going to see the global liquidity rise or increase. Now, for those who don't know quantitative easing involves the government buying up quantitative easing involves buying up government bonds and other securities to increase the money supply. Now you can track the increases and decreases in global liquidity. There's this chart that you have seen mostly circulating right now because people are trying to relate the global liquidity and the price of Bitcoin. Now, more money in the global system can encourage spending on perceived risky assets like Bitcoin. It is therefore extremely valuable for strategic investors to monitor changes in global liquidity over time in relation to Bitcoin price. So it's historically, Bitcoin's bull market have coincided with the rapid expansion of the global liquidity. Now let's take a look at this global liquidity or the M2 money supply. Now when you look at the M2 money supply, the Bitcoin price is currently lagging behind, and this is what actually happens because the Bitcoin price always lags behind. Now when you look at the global M2 money supply, you can see that currently during the time of the Bitcoin price lagging, the global M2 money supply, there is a very good dip here. We saw that on the global M2 money supply, there is a huge dip, and most of the investors and most of the analysts believe that the current drop in the prices of the current drop in crypto prices is more of caused by this drop in the global money supply. Now just remember, just be careful here because after this drop you can see that the M2 money supply really shot to the upside all the way to this area here. Then we saw we are actually seeing another drop down. So what we expect is, because the Bitcoin price is lagging behind the global M2 money supply, we expect that it's going to follow the same trend of the global M2 supply, and after this dip we're going to really see a huge pump. Now I just wanted to share this to the Kaspa community. I think it has to reach a time when people have to learn how to take responsibility, because all of the updates that you find online, all of the information that you see on the internet is just to help you make better decisions. It doesn't mean that the one or the person that is providing updates or the person that is providing insights is the one that is responsible for your portfolio. You have to 100% be responsible for your own portfolio. That's why you hear most of the people saying this is not financial advice, this is not this and this, and all the blah blah that you always hear. But all of this is just to make sure that everyone takes accountability of their own portfolio. Now what I'm saying is, when the market is going down, when the prices of Kaspa are not good, most of the people are going to go hard on developers. Most of the people go hard on researchers and founders and start to blame them for the price falling, which is not actually the actual reason why the prices are falling. Prices fluctuate, they go up, they go down. It's the nature of the markets. Now people don't understand this. When they see a 1% pump, everybody is happy, posting screenshots and everything. But when the market goes down 5%, everyone goes to the YouTuber that they think they've been listening to, or they go to the page of a founder or a researcher or a developer and start to blame these people. These people are working hard on the technological aspect, and sometimes I think these people don't even care about the price, because they know long term they have a big picture than just prices. Of course, everyone is to crypto to make money, but it is more than that. It is a long-term play, and if you treat it as just a pump and dump or a quick dollar, if you want to get a quick buck, I think it's not the right way to go, and you're going to find yourself blaming, and at the end of the day, you just have to take responsibility for every type of action that you take in this crypto market. Not only when it comes to Kaspa, but every type of investment that you make, you have to take real ownership. Having these tools, having the updates, having this information is going to make you make better decisions. But that does not exclude responsibility to every type of action that you take, because no one is going to press that buy or sell button. You're the only one that is going to press the buy or sell button. So it is your responsibility to manage your portfolio and to be informed and to stay updated. That's why I try as much as I can to keep you updated, to keep you informed about what is happening in the crypto market, and to help you make better decisions. So if you like the video, don't forget to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates, and thank you for watching. See you in another video.